Just doing a little gardening up here, trying to get ready. Hadn't done this song in a long time. I don't know if I've ever done it at this church. We have sound for the guitar. Can y'all hear the guitar? Anyway, and it's not a song that I do a lot, but it means a lot to me. I don't know why. I've listened to it many times, and but I woke up in the middle of the night last night with this song on my mind, and it was like God said, "This song needs to be sung today," and I don't know for who or for why, but the song has got great lyrics, and so I want you to just listen to the lyrics of the song. To everyone who's lost someone they love long before it was their time, you feel like the day you had were not enough. All their faith in love. They've done all they can to make it right, but again, still it's not enough. For the ones who can't break the addictions and chains, you try to give up, but you come back again. Just remember, you're not alone in your shame and your suffering. For the hopeless, rest for the weary, love for the broken heart. And there's grace and forgiveness, mercy and healing. He'll meet you wherever you are. Cry out to Jesus. When you're hurting and you're lonesome and the whole world is falling on you, you just reach out, you just cry out to Jesus. To the widow who suffered being alone, wiping the tears from her eyes, for the children around the world without a home, say a prayer tonight. 'Cause there's hope for the helpless, rest for the weary, love for the broken heart. There is grace and forgiveness, mercy and healing. He'll meet you wherever you are. Well, there's hope for the helpless, rest for the weary, love for the broken heart. There is grace and forgiveness, mercy and healing. He'll meet you wherever you are. Cry out to Jesus. Cry We serve an awesome, awesome God. He's there for us, waiting for us, rooting for us, waiting for us to come back. There are those of us who have spent a lot of our days trying to get back things that we've lost. Trying to looking places for answers that we shouldn't be looking. And understand that God has a perfect plan for our life. That we're on a journey. We're not just in a place, but we're on a journey. For the last year, I've been preaching to you about different things that I thought were very, very important. And not that I thought they were important, but I believe that God put it on my heart to share with you because He wants you to understand the three basic principles of faith, or three basic principles of this journey that we're on. Faith, hope, and love. I've just completed and are at the end of this probably 15 weeks study that I've done with you all in this sermon series on faith and the different kinds of faith and how faith looked and what faith was all about and how we can open up doors to things we never thought was possible with faith. We spoke for several weeks on grace and hope and how hope is the thing that keeps us going. And I did about a year and a half ago, did a revival, and the whole revival was on love. And we talked about love and grace and faith and hope. And so today we're trying to pull it all together. Because before you start a trip, there are three basic things you've got to know. First, you got to know where you're starting from. You got to know how to get going. You got to have a starting point. Right? And then you have the second thing you need is how you're going to get there. Road, plane, water. How are you going to get there? And then the most important thing is, where do you want it to bring you? Your destination. Where do you want it all to end up? Well, God was no different when He planned out our lives. He gives us as Christians a starting point, a place to start, something that's going to kick us off. You know, when the rockets take off from NASA, they go to the launch pad, and that launch pad is there, and they have these humongous liquid-fueled rockets, and they start out by igniting these rockets, and it lifts this huge spaceship off of the ground. We've all watched those NASA rocket launches, and we see it go up in the air, and it's like it's struggling. It's got all of this power pushing it into a direction, upward. And once it gets up and it gets a little easier, then those big rockets, they kind of just fall off. And then the next thing you know, you have some other rockets that are pushing it up even further. And then when it gets to its destination, it just kind of floats there. It's reached its point. It's reached the point that it needs to be. Well, God has created in us that same ability to get from point A to point B in our life. We were talking in our Sunday school class this morning about legacies. How do you want to be remembered? What's the important thing you want people to remember about your life? And we talked about things, and we talked about people, and we talked about places, and we kind of come to the conclusion that the most important thing is that we are people who love God, love our families. If we could leave a legacy of love behind. The most important thing we can do is to leave a legacy where people look back and go, man, I don't know much about anything else, but I know they loved me. I was loved by that person. That person showed love. That person showed love to